Yes, good morning, students. Today's class we will discuss about what are the applications of single linked list. Already in the previous classes, we have discussed about a single linked list. What is a single linked list? How can we represent a single linked list? And what are the different operations performed on the single linked list, like that. Right? We discussed the clear description of single linked list. Now, in today's class, we will discuss about what are the different applications of single linked list. The polynomial representation is one of the application of single linked list. And sparse matrix, it is also one of the application of single linked list. Yes, in our syllabus, polynomial representation and the sparse matrix are the two different applications of single linked list. Now let us discuss one by one clearly. First of all, we will discuss about polynomial representation. A polynomial is a mathematical expression consisting of sum of terms and each term including a variable or variable raised to power and multiplied by coefficient. The simplest polynomials have only one variable. This is one definition for polynomial expression. And another definition is a polynomial that is represented as p of x is the expression in variable x, which is in the form of ax power n plus bx power n minus 1 and so on plus jx plus k, where a, b, c, so on k are called real numbers. And n is non-negative integer, which is called degree of the polynomial. Right? This is the definition of a polynomial expression. An essential characteristics of the polynomial is that each term in the polynomial expression consists of two parts. The first one is the coefficient part, and the second one is called exponent part. Right? So these are the two parts an expression of the polynomial consists of. So, see, according to the definition of polynomial, it should be like this: an x power n plus an minus 1 x power n minus 1 plus so on a2 x power 2 plus a1 x power 1 plus a0, where a0, a1, a2, so on an are called the real numbers and x is a variable. Right? This expression can be represented as summation I equal to 0 to n ai x power I, where I equal to 0, it can be represented as a0 x power 0, I equal to 1 a1 plus x power 1 plus I equal to 2 a2 x power 2 and so on. Right? So this is an expression 3x square minus 5x plus 4, where this polynomial expression contains different terms. 3x square, it is the first term, and 5x, this is a second term, and 4 is the third term, where in this expression the x is called as variable and coefficients, right, 3, 5 and 4, these are called as coefficients, and exponents, that is nothing but powers. X square, where 2 is the exponent, here x, that is nothing but x power 1, the 1 is the exponent. Right? So this is the combination of the polynomial expression. This is how we can represent the polynomial expression. Degree of polynomial, the degree is the value of the greatest exponent of any expression. Whatever the expression it is, in any expression, the degree of polynomial is nothing but the value of the highest exponent value is called the degree of the polynomial. For example, see here we have three expressions: 3x square plus 5x plus 100, the first expression. In this, what is the degree? The highest degree here is 2, so the degree of this expression is 2. In the second expression, 10x plus 1, here the power is 1, highest power is 1, so the degree is 1. Here in the third expression, 5x power 9 plus 5x power 7 minus 10. This is the expression. Among this, 9 is the highest exponent value. So the degree is 9 here, right? In this way, we can identify the degree of a polynomial. Next, representation of polynomials. The polynomials can be represented in two ways, right? We can represent the polynomials by using arrays and also by using linked lists, right? Now let us discuss one by one the representation of polynomial by using arrays. Let us discuss first by using arrays. So the representation of polynomial using arrays. An array representation assumes that the exponents of the given expression are arranged from 0 to the highest value, that is degree, which is represented by the subscript of the array beginning with 0 to n minus 1. The coefficients of the respective exponent replaced at the appropriate index in the array. See, this is the array representation of the polynomial, right? An array representation assumes that the exponents of the given expression are arranged from 0 to highest value. See, this is the given expression: 10 y power 6 plus y power 5 plus 2 y power 4 plus 5. So here the coefficients are 10, 1, 2, 5. We can arrange all these coefficients in the array. First we have to create an array. Well, with what size the array can be created? The array size can be taken as maximum degree plus 1. Here, what is the maximum degree in this expression? 6 is the maximum degree in the expression. So maximum degree plus 1, we can consider it as the array size. That is 6 plus 1, that is equal to 7. So the array size can be taken as 7, whose index value starts with 0 to n minus 1, that is 0 to 7 minus 1, that is 6. So 0 to 6. So we have to place the coefficients in the index values. So at the 0 index value, the 5 should be placed. And next, 0 y, right? There is no coefficient for y power 1. So we can place the coefficient as 0. There is no y square here, 0. Y cube, there is no y cube, 0. 2 y power 4. So for this degree 4, the coefficient is 2. And next, y power 5, the coefficient is 1, and y power 6, the coefficient is 10. So we can arrange the coefficients in the array like this in the appropriate degrees, right? This is how we can represent the polynomials by using the arrays, right? Next, representation of polynomials by using linked list. Next, the second way is representing the polynomials by using linked list. A polynomial may also represent using linked list. A structure may be defined such that it contains two parts. One is the coefficient and the second one is exponent, right? This is the structure of polynomial in case of linked list. We have to create the polynomial structure, struct followed by the structure name, that is polynomial, which contains two parts, the coefficient part and the exponent part. And the third part is called as address part, that is represented with next pointer, right? So every node in the polynomial can contain how many parts? 3 parts, right? The first part contains the coefficient part, and the second part contains the exponent value, and the third part contains the address part, that is nothing but it indicates the address of the next node, right? This is the structure of polynomial in linked list, right? So this is the given polynomial p of x equal to 4x power 6 plus 10x power 4 plus 12x plus 8, right? This expression can be represented in the form of linked list, right? In case of array, we can consider the array size with highest degree plus 1 size. So according to array, the highest degree is 6 plus 1, that equal to 7. we have to create the array with size 7, right? And the here there is no exponents 3, 2, and there is no exponents of x power 3 and x power 2. In case put the value 0 in case of arrays, right? But coming to the linked list, we no need to allocate the nodes for the not expression for the degrees not present in the given expression. Just we can allocate the nodes only for the given exponents in the expression. So this is the first node which represents the first term. Here 4 represents coefficient. So the first part is the coefficient part where we can write 4. And the second part is called as the exponent part. Right, the exponent here is 6. So we can write 6 here. And this third part is called the address part, which stores the address of next node. Right. And the second term is called as 10x power 4. Here the coefficient is 10 and the exponent is 4, and this is address part which points the address of next node. And here the third term contains the coefficient is 12 and the exponent is 1, and this points the address of the next node. And here, and next one is 8. There is no variable here. So the coefficient is 8 and the variable value is 0. And this is the last node which is called as null. This represents, it is nothing but the null value. Right. This is how we can represent the expression by using the polynomial expression by using linked list. Okay, these are the two ways to represent the polynomial by using arrays and by using the linked list. Next, what are the operations performed on the polynomial expressions? We are performing addition operation, subtraction operation, and multiplication operation on the given polynomials. See, this is the addition of two polynomials. For adding two polynomials by using arrays is a straightforward method, since both the arrays may be added up element wise from 0 to n-1, the resulting in addition of two polynomials. The addition of two polynomials using linked list requires comparing the exponents, and whenever the exponents are found to be the same, the coefficients are added up, right? See here, this is the example for addition of two polynomials by using arrays. Here, this is the first polynomial, 10y power 6 plus y power 5 plus 2y power 4 plus 5. Right? This expression can be represented like this in the form of arrays. And this is the second expression, 6y power 6 plus 7y cube plus 5y plus 1. This is the second polynomial which can be represented in the form of array like this. In case of polynomial using arrays, directly we can add the values at each index. Here the value at index 0 is 5 in the first case, and in the second expression the value at index is 1. Just we can add these two values at 0th index. 5 plus 1 equal to 6. So that 6 is written in the 0th location in the resultant array. And next 0 plus 5 at the first location, the value is 5. And in the second location, both are zeros. 0 plus 0 is 0. And in the third location, the value is 0 plus 7, that equal to 7. In the fourth location, 2 plus 0 equal to 2. And in the fifth location, 1 plus 0 equal to 1. And in the sixth location, 10 plus 6 equal to 16. Right? So this is the resultant array which contains the value 6, 5, 0, 7, 2, 1, 16. It can be represented in the form of polynomial, that is 16 y power 6 plus 1 y power 5 plus 2 y power 4 plus 7 y cube and 0 y square plus 5y plus 6. This is the resultant polynomial. This is how we can add two polynomials by using the arrays. Right? Next, performing the addition of two polynomials by using linked list. Here, this is the first polynomial, that is 5x square plus 4x power 1 plus 2x power 0. And second polynomial is 5x power 1 plus 5x. Right. Here, How can we add the two polynomials means? If the exponents are same, if the polynomial exponents are same in both the expressions, then we have to add the coefficients, right? First, in the first expression, there is 5x square, but 5x square is not in the second expression. We can write 5x square as it is, plus, and next one is the first expression contains 4x power 1 and second expression contains 5x power 1. Here the exponents 1 are same, so we have to add the coefficients. 4 plus 5 equal to 9, so 9x power 1. And then next x2 x power 0 and 5x power 0, right? Then we have to add these coefficients. 2 plus 5, that equal to 7 x power 0. In this way, whenever the exponents are same, we have to add the coefficients and we can write the remaining terms as it is. This is how we can perform the addition of two polynomials by using the linked list. So see here, example, according to this example, this is the first node, which is 5x square plus 4x plus 2. This is the first expression. What is the second expression? 5x plus 5, right? Here in the second expression, there is no x square term, so we can write as it is, represent as it is in the first node, 5x square. Next, second expression, the second term is 4x in the first list, in the first expression, and 5x in the second expression. So we have to add the coefficient of these two, 4 plus 5, that equal to 9 x power 1. And then these are the coefficients, and this is x power 0. 2 plus 5 equal to 7. The resultant list represents 5x square plus 9x plus 7. This is how we can perform the addition operation on the polynomials by using the linked list, where this first contains the first part contains the coefficient, second part contains the exponent, that is power, and the third part contains the address of next node, right? Multiplication of two polynomials. We can perform the same subtraction operation as it is by using arrays and by using linked list. And the next one is multiplication of two polynomials using linked list. In this approach, we will multiply second polynomial with each term of first polynomial, store the multiplied value in the new linked list, and then we will add the coefficients of elements having the same power in the resultant polynomial. This is the procedure. See here, the first polynomial is 3x square plus 5x plus 6, and second one is 6x plus 8, right? So we have to multiply these two. Here the procedure is, we have the first polynomial expression should be multiplied with all the terms of the second polynomial expressions, right? So first consider the first term in the second polynomial, that is 6x1 power 1. It should be multiplied with all the terms in the first expression. 6 3 is 18. X square into x1, that is x cube. So that is 18x cube, right? 18x cube. Next, 6 into 5, 30. X power 1 into x power 1, that is x cube. 30 x square. And next 6 into 6, 36 x power 1, right? And next multiply with 8. 8 3 is 24 x power 2, so 24 x power 2. And next 8 5 is 40 x power 1, so this is 40 x power 1. And 6 8 is 48, that is constant, like 48. Now we have to add the coefficients with the same exponent value. X cube, there is only one x cube, so we can write as it is 18x cube. And here exponent 2, x square is two terms, 24x square plus 30x square, that is 54x square. plus 40x power 1 plus 36x power 1. We can add these two coefficients, that is 76x power 1 and the constant is 48. In this way, we can multiply the two polynomials by using the arrays. Just represent in the form of arrays. Here 3x square 5x plus 6 and here 6x plus 8. These two polynomials can be multiplied with each other and we can get the same 18x cube 54x square plus 76x plus 48. We can represent in the form of linked list. This is how we can perform addition and multiplication operations on the given polynomial expressions. This is about the what is polynomial expression and how can we perform the addition and addition and multiplication operations on the polynomial expressions. Okay, thank you. We'll discuss the another application of single linked list is sparse matrix. We will discuss it in the next class. Okay, thank you.